This morning, the police department in Ferguson, Missouri is experimenting with an alternative weapon. Its creators say the technology makes a bullet less deadly. Law enforcement agencies are looking at ways to cut police shooting cases. Mark Strassmann shows us how the device is meant to save lives on both sides of the gun.
Less lethal, less lethal.
Stopping a deadly threat, but saving the lives of everyone involved.
Less lethal, less lethal.
That's the goal whenever cops draw their guns.
Flip this up.
Christian Ellis thinks his company has a solution, what he calls the alternative.
If the officer's life or an innocent bystander's life is in immediate danger, they need to react with their weapon. That is their first lethal force option. We just want to provide them a second one. This goes right on top of the weapon.
The alternative is that orange plastic bracket that snaps onto the barrel of the gun. When a bullet is fired,
less lethal.
It embeds in the round metal chamber at the end of the bracket and propels it toward the target.
And it hits someone or something at 1/5 the speed of a bullet?
Roughly.
And what does that difference mean?
Well, that means we slow the velocity down and we make the projectile larger, which means the likelihood of penetration and death is reduced greatly. It's going to be like a Major League Baseball player hitting you in the chest with a hammer.
That thing's taking a beating.
But the alternative did not puncture this strip of leather. The technology has intrigued dozens of police departments across the nation.
No justice! No peace!
One of them is in Ferguson, Missouri, where a police officer shot and killed 18-year-old Michael Brown last August. Ellis says he trained 5 Ferguson officers how to use the alternative last week. The department did not respond to a request for comment. But Ellis hopes Ferguson will soon introduce the $45 device to its entire force. Former police officer Eugene O'Donnell is skeptical.
There's only one shot. If you miss the shot, and the police in many places miss 80% of their shots, then you have to go lethal.
O'Donnell says he hasn't used the alternative, but he worries about those crucial split-second decisions in deadly force situations.
There might be a crucial window of time that would be lost. You might forfeit valuable time in trying to adapt your mindset to using this weapon.
How quickly can he snap it on?
Well, we have a 3-second rule. If the officer cannot safely do it in 3 seconds, we tell them to not think of our device.
The alternative's impact has never been tested on a person, but criticism of police shootings has many agencies wondering if it's time to give it a shot. For CBS This Morning, Mark Strassmann, Los Angeles.
I think everybody's for better solutions, right? But the notion that you can somehow then spend the time to put this on when you're trying to make a split-second decision.
While the bad guy has a weapon that doesn't have a weapon on. It's
tough one.
to be continued.